Hi, it's Alexis Hasselberger here, time management and productivity coach. So I heard something a little while ago, probably on a podcast. I don't remember who. I'm sorry I can't attribute it, but I wanted to share it with you because it is stuck in my mind ever since I heard it. And it was something about why and how we should be seeking for evolution and not transformation. And this stuck with me because it really rang true. And it rang true with the experiences that a lot of, well, that I have had myself, but also that I feel like a lot of my clients have had. And so what do we mean when we're talking about, the difference between transformation versus evolution, right? I think it's the idea of an end state or a lack thereof, right? So oftentimes we're looking for transformation. So to give you an example from my world, it's someone who is seeking to go from feeling like out of control, overwhelmed, always like feeling like they're just treading water or barely keeping their head above water, feeling really stressed, and they want to be transformed into someone who is feeling in control of their time, who feels calm, cool, collected, who feels like they're on top of things, right? And that's kind of transformation that they're seeking. And this is valuable, valiant, right? And people can get there 100%. But what I think that is kind of missing from this is that there actually isn't an end state, right? Like you're not just going to move from one state to the other, and now you're going to be this other person, and then it's never going to change, right? That's not how things work. And what I find is that often when I'm working with people, they start to move the goalposts for themselves, right? They achieve these kind of transformations that they're seeking for early, and then without even knowing it, they're adding some other things, right? Adding some other things they would like to do, would like to be, etc. And realizing that, oh, they have gained more skills now, they can shoot for those things as well. And I'm the same way. Like I don't know what that end state would be for me. That actually sounds kind of scary and boring to have an end state. But I like to keep thinking that the more I do, the better I get at things, and that I can change, I can pivot without feeling like a failure, that I can move in an evolutionary direction, we'll say, right? Instead of a transformation. And there's always somebody, when I teach my group program, there's always somebody who makes some kind of epiphany that is somewhat like this, right? And they say something like, I've achieved a lot of these things that I set out for myself. And I've realized that actually this stuff is just a lifelong process, right? I'm going to keep changing. I'm going to keep getting better. I'm going to keep adapting to different circumstances. I have the tools to do that now. And so I am going to keep changing. There wasn't this end state I was looking for. Actually, I'm going to move on from that. And this is so much more expansive of a way to think about yourself, of a way to think about your skills, of a way to think about your ambition, think about your time. I just think this is so much more meaningful and more expansive. And I love the person who ends up saying that in every group coaching cohort that I do, because it helps other people to think more expansively about themselves, right? Like all of these skills, the techniques, the tools and things that I teach, right? It hasn't been the same since day one. I am an evolving person as well, and I'm not perfect at all of these things. I'm pretty good, right? But I'm not perfect. I have setbacks. I have things. Sometimes I need to change things, need to pivot things. I am always getting better at the skills that I am trying to get better at, right? I haven't achieved this end state, and I don't like the idea of an end state. So that's what I want to leave you with. I want you to be thinking for yourself in terms of, do you want a transformation from one spot to another, or do you want to be on an evolutionary path for yourself? Do you want evolution with the freedom to allow yourself to get better at things, to change your goals, to move past things and continue to grow? Now, I would be remiss if I didn't share that I will be actually offering my group program in the next couple of weeks. Enrollment will open on the 23rd of January. And so I do only open this twice a year. If that's something that you're interested in learning more about, the link will be down here. But if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I just wanted to leave you with this on whatever path you're on. Think about whether you want to be on the path to evolution or whether you are just going from one binary state to another. What feels better to you? What feels more forgiving? What feels more expansive?
Also, please make sure to drop in a like and subscribe because it really helps out the channel. And have a good day.